Hi friends, welcome to our first studies YouTube channel. This is part 2 in PySpark real-time scenarios playlist. In this video, we are going to discuss about how we can check if a column is exist in a data frame or not using PySpark. So in real time, let's assume you have a use case where you want to see in my data frame whether any given column name is there or not. If yes, then execute a flow in a different way. If not exist, then execute a flow in a different way. So let's assume that is the use case to checking if any given column in data frame is available or not. So let me practically show you that. Let's go to Chrome browser. Here I have already opened my Databricks workspace, and if I go to compute, you can see there is one cluster already running. So let me go to workspace, users, under my username. Let me try to create a new notebook, and I can call it like maybe check if call exists in df. So this is the notebook name I am giving. I am attaching my cluster. Python is a default language. Let me hit create button to create this notebook. You can see this is a notebook name and default language is Python. So here let's try to attach this with my cluster. One second. Okay, it seems cluster is already attached. There may be some little bit of UI bug. That is fine. So now this is my notebook, and here what I want to do, as I said, I want to check if any given column is there in my data frame or not. So for that, let's try to create a data frame here first. So let me zoom little bit here. So let me declare a variable called data, and here I am trying to create a list. First item in a list is a tuple, so maybe ID and then name and then maybe gender and then maybe salary. Okay, think like this is entire thing is one row. So let me copy this. Let's try to add another row as well, maybe 2, name is Wafa, male, salary 5000. So this entire list I am storing in a variable called data, and let's try to create a maybe columns. Okay, so this is the name of the variable, and here I am using a list. So first column name, let's try to give it as ID column, then name column, then gender column, then salary column. So ID comma name comma gender comma salary. Okay, so these are my column names. So if you know, if you have seen my Python PySpark playlist, you know that how to create a data frame with these hard-coded values, right? So I am going to do the same thing. So this is Spark keyword gives you Spark session. On top of it, we have a create data frame function that creates a data frame. To this one, there is something called data parameter. To the data parameter, I am passing my data variable, comma, then there is something called schema parameter. To the schema parameter, I am passing my columns here. So this entire code is going to create a data frame. So let me store the data frame into a variable called df, and then here let me use df dot, there is something called show function. So let me hit shift enter to execute this and make sure whether we are able to create a data frame or not. You can clearly see we got our columns, we got our rows too. Not only this, you can use df dot print schema function as well to see the schema of a data frame. So let me hit shift enter now to execute this, and I can see schema of my data frame here. So till here it is clear. So now what we are seeing is, so let's assume we have our data frame ready here. Now on top of this data frame, I want to see whether any given column is there or not. So for that, on top of data frame, you have something called schema attribute that will actually give you schema of your data frame in structure type. Let me practically show you that. So let's use a help function here, and to the help function I am passing this schema attribute which is available on top of your data frame. So let me hit shift enter to execute this code here. See, this code executed successfully, and if you see, it says it is a object of structure type. So structure type object will be containing like structure fields. If you see here, structure type, then inside that structure type constructor we are passing a list and inside a list one item is a structure field type from here to here. And if you see the structure field, this indicates the column name, this indicates the column data type, and this indicates whether that column is nullable or not. So if you don't know what is structure type and what is structure field or not, you can watch my PySpark playlist. So there I will cover that topic. Okay, so for now think like it's like a structure type which will hold all the columns information. So what I will be doing here, right? Instead of using this help function, let's try to use a print function, and let's try to print this schema instance. So let me hit shift enter to execute this code now. So code executed. Now if you see the output of it, you can see it says structure type, then list of structure fields. So first structure field, which is id column, data type is long type, nullable true. Then the second column information like this, structure field, column name is name, string type true. So like that every column is nothing but like one structure field type. So this is what it will give. So now on top of this structure type object, right, you have something called field names function. So this field names function actually gives you all the field names in list. You can use a help function to see the documentation of these field name functions. So schema attributes give structure type object. On top of this object we have field names function that will give all the column names in list. So let me use this in a help function to make sense of it. Let me hit shift enter to execute that. So the command executed successfully, and it clearly says it returns all the field names in a list. So that means if I simply use print here instead of help, it is going to print all the field names. Field names means these column names. So let me hit shift enter to execute this cell, and now if you closely observe, I will be getting, okay, so this is a function, right? So I should be using this. Let me hit shift enter now. See, I got all my column names in list here. Okay, so this is how you can access the column names. Now the actual use case came. So here we want to see whether any given column is there or not. So let's do one thing here. Let's take all these column names, all these field names into one variable called maybe field names. Okay, so now all these variable names, that means all these field names which are came as a list will come into this variable. So that means this variable is a list. So now if you have any data in a list, and if you want to find any particular item is there or not, you can use something called count function. So this count function will give you count of the item inside my list. For example, here count of id. So id item is there in my list and it is there one time, so it will return value 1. So let me practically show you that. So let's try to use a variable name called maybe count only. Okay, and then here let's try to print count. So what I am doing, this code gives all my column names in list, and that list will be stored inside this variable. And then on top of that variable, because this variable is nothing but like list, on top of the list I am using a count function. To the count function I am passing id as item. So id item, it will search in the list and it will identify how many occurrences is there, and that entire count it will return back and store into this variable called count, and then I am finally printing the count. So if I hit shift enter, as you may be expecting, I will be getting value 1. Why? Because id column is there one time, and instead of id, maybe if I use abcd, there is no column called abcd. So as you are expecting, we will see result as 0. Okay, so with this idea we can write our logic that will tell us whether given column is there or not in my data frame. So let me tweak this here. So let me remove this, and here, right, I will be using if condition. If count of maybe whatever the column id column I am finding, if count of id column is greater than 0, that means we have a column. So here we will be printing maybe like id column is present in data frame. Okay, then else print id column, right, id column not present in data frame. Okay, so now let me hit shift enter to execute this entire cell, and if you see, it returns id column is present in data frame. Why? Because it is finding that column here. If it is there, then it is printing that. So in your real-time scenario, if once the column is there, you can make your decision of writing your code here according to your own business logic. Okay, so using with this very simple, using the schema attribute and field names function on top of the data frame, you can actually find if any given column is there inside my data frame or not. So let's go back to presentation. So I hope you understood how to check if a given column is there or not in my data frame. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get the notification whenever I add videos.